Everyone told you 100K was the goal. Get to six figures. That's when life gets good. That's when you finally breathe. But here's what nobody warned you about. 100K today feels exactly like 50K did 5 years ago. And if you're still chasing that number like it's going to save you, you're already behind. In a few minutes, I'm going to show you the actual number that matters right now. And honestly, it's not what most people expect. It's not 100K, it's not 150K. It's something most personal finance creators just won't say out loud because it's a little uncomfortable. I'm also going to walk you through one mindset shift, one that separates people who actually build real wealth in their 20s and 30s from the people who just keep earning more and somehow still feel broke. But first, we got to talk about the trap, because chances are you're already in it. Picture this. You're 26, maybe 28. You've been grinding, you took the job, did the overtime, skipped vacations you actually wanted to go on. You watched your paycheck go from 45K to 60K to 85K, and then one day you cross it. Six figures, $100,000 a year. You remember reading that offer letter, the way it felt. Finally. But then, 3 months in, something weird happens. You're still stressed about money, still checking your account before going out, still doing mental math at the grocery store, like, wait, can I actually afford this? How is that even possible? You're making $100,000. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Since 2019, cumulative inflation in the US has hit over 21%. That means your 100K today has roughly the same purchasing power as about $82,000 did just 5 years ago. Rent is up 30% in most major cities. Groceries are up. Car insurance is up. Don't even get me started on health insurance. You're not imagining it. You're not bad with money. The math literally changed on you and nobody bothered to update the milestone. Okay, stop. I need you to actually hear this next part. The 100K goal isn't just outdated. Chasing it like it's some kind of finish line is actually hurting you. And here's why. It's a number, not a system. And what happens when people build their whole financial life around a single income target? They hit it, they inflate their lifestyle to match, and now they need 130K just to feel the way they felt at 80K. There's actually a name for this. It's called the hedonic treadmill. You run faster, the treadmill speeds up, you never actually move. So what's the way off it? That's exactly what I'm getting to. Shift number 1. Stop measuring income. Start measuring net worth velocity. Income is what comes in. Net worth velocity is how fast your actual wealth is growing. Think about it. 2 people can both make 100K. One has a net worth growing by 20K a year. The other is actually shrinking. Which one is winning? Obviously the first, and they might even earn less. So the question stops being how much do I make and starts being how much of what I make is turning into permanent wealth. Just calculate it, even once a quarter. Honestly, it will change how you make every single financial decision. Shift number 2. The real number isn't 100K, it's your freedom number. Your freedom number is the amount of passive or semi-passive income that covers your core monthly expenses. Not your dream lifestyle, just the floor. Rent, food, utilities, getting around. For most people in their 20s and 30s, that's somewhere between $2,500 and $4,500 a month. When your investments, side income, or assets can generate that, you're not trapped by your job anymore. That's the real milestone, not a salary number. And here's what I think is actually wild about this. You can hit your freedom number on a 70K salary if you're intentional. Meanwhile, someone at 120K with full lifestyle inflation might be further from freedom than you are. Shift number 3. Income diversification isn't an option anymore. It just isn't. One income stream used to be enough. Job security was real. Benefits were better. Raises kept up with inflation. That was a different economy. The people building real wealth in their 30s right now aren't just earning more at their day job. They have a W-2, a side business, investments that compound, maybe a digital product or rental income. None of those things need to be massive on their own, but 3 streams at $1,500 each is $54,000 a year. Tax-advantaged, flexible, not tied to one employer's mood. That's what financial security actually looks like now. Okay. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about. The real reason most people in their 20s and 30s never escape the income trap has nothing to do with math. It's not that they don't know about investing. It's not that they're lazy. It's something much more uncomfortable than that. And I'm going to tell you what it is in a second, because once I say it, you're going to recognize it in yourself. The real trap isn't a number. It's an identity. Most people in their 20s and 30s have spent years building an entire identity around earning potential. I'm going to be the person who makes 100K. Once I get there, I'll be set. And then they get there, goalpost moves, and they spend the next decade chasing the next number. 100K becomes 150K. 150K becomes 200K. The anxiety doesn't go away. It just scales with the income. And you know what doesn't scale with the income? Time, energy, health, the years you spent stressed out of your mind. You can earn your way to burnout. It happens all the time to smart, hard-working people just like you. The shift that actually changes everything, it's not increasing your income number. It's changing what you optimize for. From how much do I make to how free am I? That's the identity that builds real wealth, not chasing a salary, designing a life. So, what's the actual number that matters right now? Here's what I think it is, and I want you to really sit with this. It's not a salary number at all. It's a ratio. Specifically, what percentage of your income is converting into assets that grow without you working? Financial researchers call it your savings rate, but honestly, I'd go further. I'd call it your freedom conversion rate. If you earn 70K and convert 25% of it into growing assets, you are building more real wealth than someone earning 120K converting 5%. The math is unambiguous, every time without exception. The new metric to chase isn't 100K salary, it's 20% or more in freedom conversion regardless of what you earn. Start there, build there, and watch what happens in 5 years. Here's the thing nobody tells you when you're 24, grinding, dreaming of 6 figures. The people who actually feel free, the ones who aren't anxious about money anymore, they didn't get there because they finally hit a number. They got there because they stopped optimizing for income and started optimizing for ownership. Ownership of assets, ownership of time, ownership of their choices. 100K is not the new rich, but 20% conversion done consistently over 5 years. That is. Drop your savings rate in the comments below. No judgment. Let's see where everyone's actually at. And if this hit home, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it.